Guys, we're back to talk about snaps again. This little machine will do the metal snaps for me. It will also do rivets and grommets. So basically whatever size that you're going to be working with, you'll have a die that is also that size. So what I did was I sorted all of my snaps and I put the dies into the same container with the snaps, so I always knew what I had. It typically will come with a cutter as well. Now, I don't really use these too much. I just use the little awl here because that's a lot that you're going to have to constantly swap out in this. Now, if you were doing a lot of things and you had a lot of holes to cut, you wanted to do it kind of assembly line, at that point it would be worth, going through the effort of doing that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our little snaps. Whoops. I'm going to grab the dies and put them over here. And we're going to start out with a snap. So we've got this little smooth back here with a little thing that sticks up. It goes with this one, which is that receiving end of the snap. So we'll put those over here. And then you have to have the top piece of that snap that's going to actually come into that. And those two pieces look like this. It has the long little nub, but a little short nubby piece too. Now this one is not going to have the pretty smooth back on it. So that's going to be a little bit different. But we'll go ahead and get this set up. We have the bottom die that just drops in. And it's just a smooth little plate that's just big enough that it'll hold that nice and steady. And then the upper piece that's going to come down inside this little hole, and it'll compress the metal that's going to be sticking up through there, right? So it has to have a little nubby thing there that's going to do that. And this part is just going to screw in right underneath here. Okay, so let me reach over here and grab a piece of cloth. And I'm going to grab my awl and just poke a hole right in. It's kind of wide, so I want to go all the way to the end of the awl there and just kind of twist it. Make sure I get a good size hole. And then I'm grabbing the smooth back and poking through that hole. And there we have it. That's going to go right down here in that little tray. And then I'm grabbing this piece that's going to poke right up through. And just going to lay it right down there. And then we're going to bring this down. I always wait for it to make contact so I can make sure I'm in the right location. And then you just push. Just give it a good push. And it's going to connect the two. So you can see the back is smooth. And there's the little receiving end. So right over here, we'll put another hole. And then we're going to grab this long piece, the little nub that is sticking up. Excuse me. Actually, we'll want to come up the same way we did with the smooth back. Okay, so that is sticking up there. And we're going to lay that right down in that tray as well. And then grab this one, the shorter piece, and lay it on top. So when this comes down, oh, I'm sorry, on this one, I do want to tell you, because this one is going to be a little different. Okay, on the receiving side, it had a hole in it. So we needed this little nub to push down inside the hole, right? Well, this time you have a little thing sticking up. So you're going to grab this piece that has something that it's like a little hole as well that's going to sit down on top of this and mash it like we need it to. So on a snap, you'll still use the same tray at the bottom, but you're going to have to swap out the top. Okay, now let's get that back in its tray. And then I just kind of hold on to it and I give it a gentle push till I know I'm making connection. And then we can just push a little harder and you'll feel it. You'll feel that metal come together and, whoops. It's hard to describe, but you'll be able to feel it. See how that's not decorative? So it's kind of understood that whatever you're going to use these for, that this won't be showing. But that just snaps right in. Just like with the plastic stamps. Okay, and now we're going to put all this up and we're going to set a rivet. Rivets are only, you know, the one little thing, so they're even easier. Okay, so in this one, I have all the colors in the same size, and then I keep the dies in there as well, so it's always together. Now we're going to pull out we're going to do this little gold rivet. Now with the rivets, both sides are smooth, so it's going to look a little different. You still have your tray, but then the upper piece is also smooth in there to hold on to the upper piece. So you drop this in. We'll grab the two pieces so I can show you what they look like. Okay, so with these, each side is smooth, but this one has a little long nubby thing sticking out. And then this one's smooth back again, but it has a little hole. Okay, so what we want to do is, again with the awl, we want to just poke a hole. Okay, and now we're going to take the one with the long piece and just poke it through. And that's going to lay right in the little tray there. And then we take the other piece. Now I'm showing you this for demonstration because I want you to see what it looks like. But normally this would already be screwed into the machine there and you would just be poking this in. But when it's two smooth backs like this, this has a little rubber end on it. That way you can poke this in and it's going to hold it for you. So if you could see up inside there, this is what you would see. Okay, and when you shake it, it's not coming out. It's just enough there to hold that for you while you are setting your rivet. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this in. When you feel it make contact, just give it a little bit of a push. And now you have the smooth side on each side. This one is tiny. But the same concept as the other one. So we've got the little tray here. We've got two tiny little rivets. And I'm going to cut a hole. And again, you can see how tiny this is. Just poke this in here. So that's just some examples. And when I first got this, I kind of went through and was matching up the dies and doing a test of each. So you can see I've got 3 sizes of the rivets, and then my snap here, and I have 3 sizes of the grommets as well. But I wanted to test them, and at the same time that enabled me to go through all these die and put them with the right snaps and rivets. So anyway, just a quick demonstration here. If you really got into bag making or anything really that you thought you might want to do some decorative rivets and stuff, then these aren't that expensive, and they're a lot of fun to use too. All right, see you guys later.